story begins in the Tianwu continent, specifically in Yan'an City, at the house of the Yi family. Men forcefully kick open the house gate and angrily ask if Yi Yun is dead, while also calling him useless trash. The steward of the Yi family, Fang Hu, tells Yun that if he is not dead, he should hurry up and crawl out to meet them. Then, they open the house door and find our protagonist, Yi Yun, sitting on the ground, clearly in pain. Hu tells him that he is truly a genius at the 9th stage of body tempering. Even after being exposed to such a high dose of solar-eroding corpse poison, he hasn't immediately died. As a fellow member of the Yi family, Hu says he'll send him on his way with a direct hit. Yi Yun just glares at Hu in anger while ordering the men to attack him. One of the men teasingly tells Yi Yun that he has no choice in the matter. Then, this man launches his blade to kill Yi Yun, telling him not to blame him for being heartless. Fortunately, Yi Yun grabs the man's hand in time and angrily glares at him, making the man stunned in shock. Then, Yi Yun cracks the man's hand and pulls it out of the man's body. The man falls to the ground, shouting in pain. Yi Yun then stands up and tells them that he'll give them a piece of advice before they take any action. They should keep their talking to a minimum. Then, he walks past the shaking man on the ground, who, in a panicky state, asks him if he wasn't poisoned and injured. But Hu notices that Yun's cultivation level has also recovered. Then, Yun asks Hu if he is wondering why his cultivation has recovered. Our protagonist was originally a senior game otaku. However, he woke up one day and found himself reincarnated into the body of the young master of the Yi family in Bayun City, with the same name and surname. The painful sensations in his body and residual memories told him that he was poisoned by Yi Kun, the eldest son of the Yi family. Overnight, he went from being a martial arts genius to a waste, and he almost lost his life. Fortunately, there is no road without an end. Then a notification showed him that the multiverse devouring system had matched with him and had been activated automatically. Ian was confused at first, wondering what the multiverse devouring system was. But when the system showed him that it detected a large amount of poison within his body, which could endanger his safety, and asked him if he would like to devour it, with shaking hands, he clicked yes. He knew that whatever it was, he didn't have the right to choose. Then a strong bolt of lightning went inside his body, while the notification showed him that he had activated the attribute panel and storage space. Also, the poison in his body was successfully devoured, and he was congratulated for obtaining 800 experience points, so his original skill, Pie Mountain Palm, was changed to Fire Poison Palm. Then the system showed him his status. His realm is at the 3rd stage of body tempering, and his experience points are 100 over 1,000. It also showed him that when his experience points are full, he can break through to the 4th stage of body tempering. Additionally, he doesn't have a weapon. His technique is an inherited technique called Feiyun Art, which is of advanced yellow rank. His martial arts include Fire Poison Palm, which is of advanced mysterious rank, Tremor Stop, which is of advanced yellow rank, and Sound Wave Roar, which is of intermediate rank. Ian couldn't believe that after he devoured the toxin, his original Pile Mountain Palm skill unexpectedly evolved into the higher level Fire Poison Palm, who angrily asked Aeon if he's mute, demanding to know who helped him recover his cultivation. Aeon teasingly smiles at Hu and replies that the heavens themselves couldn't tolerate scum like him, so they granted him an extremely powerful ability, the super thick golden finger. Upon hearing this, Hu fearfully asks what Yi Yun wants to do next. Yi Yun knows that his current body has just recovered and his physical strength is weak, so he needs to act quickly. Then, a system notification appears, stating that it has detected his current strength and is offering him a newcomer's gift package. It asks if he would like to open it immediately. Yi Yun shouts at the system, asking what it's waiting for, and orders it to open the gift. The system congratulates him for obtaining 1,000,000 times attack speed. It explains that this is an extremely powerful divine ability that can't be evaluated at his current level of cultivation. As his cultivation improves, he can unlock even higher attack speeds. The system shows that its divine ability is unknown, making a young think that this is interesting. In the world of martial arts, speed is highly valued, and this 1,000,000-fold attack speed will significantly enhance his combat power. Hu, now furious, asks the man behind him what he's waiting for and orders him to cut off Yi-yun's limbs while he's stunned. The man acknowledges the order, but before he can act, Yi-yun appears in front of Hu with incredible speed. He grabs Hu's shoulder and activates his threefold attack Speedfire Poison Palm. A powerful burst of fire erupts, sending Hu flying into a wall. Badly injured, Hu falls to the ground. Yi-yun approaches him, remarking that the ability worked quite well for a first-time use and that the increase in speed also seems to boost his explosive power. Hu, shaking in pain, asks what kind of power Yi-yun possesses. Yi-yun simply tells him that there are many things he doesn't yet understand and suggests he seek answers from Yamungi. Then, Yi-yun uses his Devour Fragrance skill. While holding Hu's head, who feels something wrong with his cultivation and angrily asks what Yi-yun has done, who then screams in pain. A notification appears, informing Yi-yun that he has successfully devoured Hu's energy and gained 300 experience points. Hu collapses, and the man begging for his life and admitting his wrongdoing. Ian walks closer to the man and tells him that he's next. It's his turn now. The system then notifies him that his divine ability of 1,000,000 times attack speed is now set to a threefold attack speed for demonstration purposes. Night falls on the outer edges of the Black Moon mountain range. Ian attacks a massive boar attempting to flee. In the process, it crashed into a huge tree, destroying it. A few minutes later, the boar collapses, dead from Ian's final punch that leaves a significant mark on its body. Exhausted, Ian catches his breath, relieved that the boar has finally stopped struggling. Small boars around him tremble in fear. Knowing he's nearly out of stamina, he places his hand on the boar and activates his Devour skill. A black aura emanates from the boar as he devours it. A system notification congratulates him for devouring the essence of a first-order, thick-skinned wild boar king, awarding him 100 experience points. It also congratulates him for advancing to the 5th stage of body tempering. Yi-yun is grateful. After 2 days of diligent practice, he has progressed from the 3rd to the 5th stage of body tempering. He also confirms a few things. First, he discovers that the system can devour not just a cultivator's cultivation, but also pills, techniques, and spirit stones. After defeating Hu, he searches the man and finds that Hu had hidden several treasures. Yi-yun devours these and notices that they can directly fuse into higher-grade pills within his body, thereby increasing his cultivation. The system informs him that a first-order gathering spirit pill has fused into a second-order gathering spirit pill, granting him an additional 500 experience points. Second, he learns that besides cultivators, demonic beasts are also prime targets for devouring. These beasts, ranked from 1st to 9th, correspond to the 9 great realms of cultivators. Devouring these beasts can rapidly enhance his cultivation. However, similar to devouring a cultivator's cultivation, the system must detect that the target is critically injured or near death. Unfortunately, devouring non-living beings restores a certain amount of his stamina. Yi-yun notices that the palm of his hand is already healing. Lastly, and most notably, the system comes equipped with perception and dashing features, saving him considerable effort. The system alerted him to a new cluster of demonic beasts located 30 degrees in Jiang to the southwest. This made him realize that after eliminating this group of wild boars, he would advance to the 5th stage of body tempering. However, he understood that this was still far from sufficient for leveling up. Later that night, within the Yi family compound, he acknowledged that he had consumed most of the demonic beasts in the outer rim of the Black Moon mountain range. Initially, he aimed to seize the opportunity to rapidly enhance his power. However, access to the inner circle required the collaborative efforts of the 3 primary clans. Consequently, he decided to explore alternative cultivation methods the next day. Yet, upon opening his house door, he was startled by an unexpected sight, and someone attacked him from behind. Luckily, he evaded the assault. He quickly glanced over his shoulder, inquiring who the assailant was. One of the men accused him of killing his associates, and Yi-kun, the son of an elder at the 6th stage of body tempering, chided him for his arrogance. He observed that, aside from Kun, all the other cultivators had reached the 7th stage of body tempering. Kun revealed that the soul-eroding corpse poison, which he had specially acquired from the southern frontier, had failed to kill him. Notably, Yun had also progressed to the 5th stage of body tempering in just 2 days. However, Kun dismissed its significance, deeming it a divine opportunity. Then Kun lunged at him, intending to torment him personally. Unexpectedly, he swiftly grasped Kun's hand, leaving Kun stunned by his speed. When Kun questioned the timing of his action, he merely smirked at Kun and broke Kun's hand, causing him to cry out in agony. Kun's men ran toward them immediately to help their master, but he merely tightened his grip on Kun's hand while casting a glare at them. Kun angrily labeled him a little animal and inquired how he could dare to break his arm. Then he declared that he was going to kill him. His men were also preparing to launch an attack on him, but he responded by kicking Kun's leg and telling him not to worry, because it was not just his arm that would be damaged. Subsequently, Kun's leg broke and he screamed in pain. He asserted that Kun's legs would not be spared either. One of the men initiated an attack on him, commanding him to release their master immediately. He answered, "As you wish," released his grip on Kun, and quickly attacked the men so swiftly that they couldn't even see him move. This led one man to question what was happening, and how this young man could be so fast, being only at the 5th stage of the body tempering realm. The man was shocked when he realized Yun was holding his neck, having not noticed him get so close. Yun then pushed him forcefully, causing him difficulty in breathing, and tossed him forcefully onto the ground. Kun wondered fearfully how this was even possible, thinking that this couldn't be happening. Yun moved closer to the injured Kun, who was anxiously warning him to stay away. Yun inquired if Kun enjoyed the act of poisoning others, but Kun only responded by loudly warning him not to approach, then utilized his fire poison palm skill to attack Kun, shouting in extreme pain following a large explosion. Nonetheless, Kun told him that if he had the courage, he should finish him off, otherwise, he would find him one day and exact revenge for the day's humiliation. Yun gripped Kun's head and assured him that the opportunity for revenge would not be an option, which made Kun start begging in fear. Yun activated his devouring skill, emitting a black aura that made Kun scream and shudder in pain. A notification appeared, signaling that the enemy was identified as severely injured and that his devouring was complete. He was then congratulated for acquiring 15,000 points and reaching the 6th stage of the body tempering realm. Kun felt his cultivation levels waning and demanded to know what Yun had done to him. Yun retracted his hand while teasingly asking Kun if he couldn't handle the situation. He informed Kun that this was payback, a tenfold return for what he had done to him earlier. He then instructed Kun to crawl out of his territory like a dog, posing the question to Kun to see if he understood. In Kun's perspective, Yun was nothing short of a devil. A moment later, within the Yi family's residence in Bayon City, specifically at the patriarch's mansion, men were lying dead on the ground. One man tried to send out a quick message to summon the Grand Patriarch back home. He was physically exhausted from having killed a substantial number of people, but emotionally, he was pleased. Not only had he acquired a lot of cultivation experience on this particular journey, but he had also discovered the key to the Grand Patriarch's private treasure chamber. However, he was fully aware that he had damaged Yi Kun's danchin, so when Kun's father, Yi Cheng, returned, he wouldn't let this transgression go unpunished. Yi Cheng, who is Yi Kun's father, also serves as the Grand Patriarch of the Yi family. He is a master at the 2nd stage of the Kai blood realm. However, he was currently only at the 6th stage of body tempering. Therefore, even if he were to utilize a 3-fold increase in attack speed, defeating Yi Cheng would still present a formidable challenge. As a result, he recognized the urgency of elevating his own level of cultivation as quickly as possible. His system alerted him that a significant treasure was located 5 meters to his southeast. Following the direction, he approached a wall and used the key he had found within the patriarch's residence. Upon doing so, the wall slowly lifted, revealing a hidden door. When he entered the room, he saw a door that was locked. His eyes met a trove of gold coins, books, antiques, jewels, and various other items. He immediately activated his devouring skill and proudly declared to Chang that all the treasure he had painstakingly accumulated over years was now his possession. The system rewarded him with 2,000 experience points for successfully devouring the Kunwu essence grass, another 25 0 points for devouring 5 second layer inter-elemental pills, and he also acquired the Spirit Glow Sword technique, which was of an advanced mysterious rank. These notifications continued to appear one after another until he had devoured every item in the room. Ultimately, the system congratulated him on achieving the 9th stage of body tempering. Examining his status, the system revealed that he was now in the 9th stage of body tempering. He had amassed 800 experience points out of the required 6,000 to break through to the 1st stage of the Kai blood realm. His repertoire of martial arts now included the Spirit Glow Sword technique of Advanced Mysterious rank, Fire Poison Palm of Advanced Mysterious rank, Tremor Stomp of Advanced Yellow rank, and Soundwave Roar of Intermediate Yellow rank. Although surprised, he felt that it was still more beneficial to consume pills for advancement. Then he was astonished when a notification appeared, announcing that he had discovered a 3rd layer spiritual weapon, the Spirit Execution Sword. He had not anticipated that Chang would possess such a potent weapon. He promptly seized the sword, contemplating that a 3rd layer spiritual weapon could stand up to a martial artist even in the Grandmaster realm. He instructed the system to store it, and a notification confirmed that the Spirit Execution Sword was safely stored in his system storage space, available for retrieval at any time. He inspected his storage space and felt gratified that the system provided unlimited storage capacity. This meant he could store items for his personal use and also keep healing elixirs on hand for emergency situations. With a teasing laugh, he thought about how Chang would never have anticipated that his own weapon would eventually be used to kill him. The next morning, as he strolled near the river, he recognized that it was time to return to his home. He had devoured all the resources in the vicinity. Just then, he was located and approached by Wu Mo, the Yi family's butler. Wu Mo questioned why he was there and not resting in his designated room. Ignoring the inquiry, he learned from Wu Mo that the family master had returned and was actively searching for him. Meanwhile, back in the main house, Yi Wushuang, the master of the Yi family, was coughing a lot of blood. A servant expressed deep concern, suggesting that due to the severity of his injuries, he should prioritize rest. Yi Wuxiang, however, refused to heed this advice. He was resolute that he could not rest until he had seen his son Yun. At that precise moment, Yun burst into the room, urgently calling out to his father with evident worry. End of part 1 to 4. The title of this series will be in the comment section below. Please consider liking and subscribing. See you on the next video. Thanks for watching.